This is the newly released Olight Seeker 4 Pro high-power flashlight that has so many cool features, it might just be your new favorite multi-use flashlight. I can't wait to show you all the details, so stick around. Hello everyone and welcome to Handheld Light Reviews. I'm bringing you another review, lux test, and real-world usage example of this, the new Olight Seeker 4 Pro, which is the successor to the very popular Olight Seeker Pro 3, and they have some really cool improvements with this one. Now, you don't have to be a flashlight enthusiast for long to realize that Olight never really sleeps on opportunities to continue making new products or upgraded iterations of existing products, and you're going to see that they made some really solid improvements to the Seeker line with this one. One of my viewers said it best in my very first Olight flashlight review that I did for the Marauder Mini. And he said, for me, the Olight designs are nicer than most brands, almost like an Apple influence. They look and feel better, and they also work great. And I think comparison to Apple is a good one. Thanks for that comment. So let's get into this one. Like my other reviews, I'm going to do an unboxing and go over those published specifications and cover some of the features. And then I'm going to charge it up and do a lux test, and I'm going to compare it to the other lights. And then I'll show you a real-world example of how this works. So let's open up the box and take a look. And here's what you get in the box. Obviously, you get the main unit and the user manual. You get a holster. You get a holster mount. You get some hardware here, some wall anchors and screws to mount the holster mount to the wall for the holster to go into, and I'll show you that in a second, as well as a USB-C cable and a safety warning sheet. Let's take a closer look. The flashlight slides into the holster pretty securely. Has a good solid click to it. Seems pretty secure, it won't rattle its way out. And then you can mount the mounting bracket on the wall or wherever you really want to, using the hardware or the included 3M VHB tape. Does come with an extra piece right here, and then that clicks right in there like that. But for the main unit, these are my initial observations. It's about 5.24 inches or 133 millimeters long, 1.38 inches or 35 millimeters with the head diameter, and 1.10 inches or 28 millimeters in the body diameter. It weighs 7.23 ounces or 205 grams with the battery. And the overall feel, it's compact but natural. I really like this. It's very solid, there's no rattling. The finish itself is typical of Olight, no flaws. Pretty clean, pretty solid, and feels very, very durable. There's not much for any real knurling other than these grooves right here, but it does have this ergonomic wrap that you see right here. Wraparound silicone grip, kind of like my Marauder Mini. This is very, very similar to that. And as you might have seen, it has a magnetic base for Olight's MCC3 charging cable that is optional, but it is also strong enough of a magnet to support its own weight horizontally. I like this one. It is not too big, it is not too small, and feels very, very good in the hand. And now let's cover the published specifications. The body is aluminum alloy. The optics are 4 TIR lenses, as you can see here, available in high-performance cool white LED of 5700 Kelvin to 7000 Kelvin, or neutral white LED 4000 to 5000 Kelvin if you want something not quite as white. The maximum output range is 4600 lumens, and a max throw of 260 meters or 850 feet, and the maximum runtime is 15 days on the lowest setting of Moon, which is 5 lumens. Now, I'll stop right here and show you the spec chart if you want to pause the video and review it. It does come with a customized 3.6 volt, 5000 milliamp an hour, 21700 lithium ion battery. It does support USB-C charging in the holster using the cable that it comes with, and I'll show you that a little bit later, but it also uses Olight's MCC3 magnetic charger, which is optional, but I do have one here on my workbench. I love using these things. So there you go. You can charge it 2 different ways, which is very, very convenient. It is IP68 waterproof and drop resistant up to 2 meters, and the warranty is Olight's new lifetime warranty for all flashlights purchased after January 1st, 2023. I think this is kind of cool for Olight. It used to be a 5-year warranty, but check their site for all the details. And the colors and options. Matte black like you see here, which is available in both the cool white and neutral white, and orange, as well as midnight blue. Orange and Midnight Blue are available in cool white only. And the price before any sales or coupon codes is $139.99. But in typical Olight fashion, there is a sale going on, and there is often sales going on, so keep an eye on Olight's website. See the links in the description because using them helps this channel, and always remember that if you order anything direct from Olight, using my link and also use coupon code CLR10 will get you 10% off most items that are not on sale, and that coupon code comes to you courtesy of Handheld Light Reviews. And also check on Amazon, it might be there. Links are in the description as I mentioned, and using those links helps out this channel at no additional cost or effort to you, and I really appreciate it. So now, I'm going to fully charge the new Seeker 4 Pro, and I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm going to show you some more cool features that I'm very impressed with. Okay, it's all charged up, and I got to start with this first. The Olight Seeker 4 Pro has the first laser microperforation in the flashlight industry. And this is a bit new to me, but I think it's pretty neat. Now, you can hardly see it right now, but there are 1,200 laser micro-pierced holes right around the control that kind of create like a hidden brightness and battery indicator that just doesn't show up until it's on, while still keeping it IP68 waterproof. So in order to see them, you need to use the metal rotator switch, which is the only control on the unit and is a step up from the Seeker 3 Pro as it is a bit larger. So let me show you what I'm talking about while we talk about how to turn the lights on. There's actually two ways to do that. Let me turn the lights out so you can see this a little better. One is to unlock by rotating the switch like that, and you can see the LEDs light up, and on the right is the battery level, and on the left is the power level. And then once it's unlocked, do it again, it turns it on. And from here, you can switch the modes by pressing and holding. It's in Moon now, then you can go from low, medium, high, and then double click for turbo, which is pretty bright right now. Or, once it's unlocked, you can use the control to rotate to increase or decrease, and the meter shows you. Again, you might not be able to see it. Let's do this. There we go. So it's a stepless increase or decrease, so you can change the output to whatever level you need. And there's another way to unlock it instead of rotating it like I just showed you, and that is with the holster. And I think this is pretty cool. So when it is in the holster, like that, and when you pull it out, it automatically unlocks, so you don't have to do that initial switch rotation. You just pull it out of the holster and hit the button, and you're lighting things up. Okay guys, now that you've got a complete overview of the new Seeker 4 Pro, let's see how it does using my lux meter and my lumen tube. Starting with moonlight, about 25 lux. Let's go to low, about 180 lux, and medium, about 1,060 lux, and now high. We got to change the range. About 4,200 lux, and now turbo. 16,350 lux. Starting to go down a little bit as it heats up, but that is extremely bright and extremely impressive. So now that we see how it does using my lux meter, let's see how it looks outside. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is my backyard, and you can see my fence and my chairs by my fire pit, and beyond that are trees that are around 50 feet away, just on the other side of my creek. And the sun's gone down, and as always, don't consider this actual output data because my environment will surely be different than yours. Please use the data that I mentioned earlier when I did my lux test. And I'm not going to bother to show you the moonlight because you're not going to see it on camera, so we're going to start with the low and go through the modes. Here we go. A little bit of visibility here. Let's step it up to the medium. Oh, much better. There we go. Still can't quite see those trees back there, can we? Not at that 50-foot mark. So let's step it up one more time. No problem. There we go. Beautiful. Late summer here in Tennessee. Still some bugs out. You can see them. And then turbo. That's pretty impressive. Check that out. Has a very floody output. But it still has some spill that goes outside if you need to see left and right. Not bad. Gosh, I like this light output. I like the pattern very, very well. Okay, now let's do what I absolutely love to do. Let's head down to my creek and see how it looks down there. So I don't know if you could hear it in the last segment when I was doing the backyard test, but it is starting to rain, so you might hear a few raindrops hit the microphone. Not a big deal. This is, after all, an IP68 flashlight. But here I am back in my creek, and we're going to see how it does. Right now it's on low. And again, it's late summer here in Tennessee, so the creek is very, very low, and you're going to see that when I step it up to, oh, here comes the rain, when I step it up to the higher levels. So let's see if we can get through this just so you can see what's up. So this is low, here's medium, yeah, it's really coming down now. So apologies if you hear the raindrops hitting the microphone. And there we go, stepping it up one higher level. Quite frankly, I lost track of which mode I was in, but I tell you what, let's just do this. Let's just skip right to turbo. And there we go. And as I mentioned, the creek is a little bit low, but with this rain that we're getting, maybe it won't be for very long. Not bad. Gosh, I really love this light. I love this light output pattern. I think it's so useful because it's not quite spot, it's not quite flood. I'm not sure what the really hardcore flashlight aficionados will call it, but I tell you what, I call it useful. I really like this output. You can see quite a bit down that ways. Okay, I'm getting wet. It's probably getting annoying with the raindrops hitting the microphone if you can hear it. So what do you say we get back into the workshop and we see how this does with the thermal test, because I can feel it on turbo getting a bit warm in my hands. Let's see how it manages heat. Using my FLIR thermal camera, I found that this flashlight has very, very good heat management. At not even 2 minutes, it levels off at about 131 degrees Fahrenheit or 55 degrees Celsius. So yes, this flashlight is very bright and does get very warm, but not overly warm, and it manages the heat well and quickly. So here's my conclusion with this one. I think this is yet another winner from Olight. I really like the size and the feel. I like the innovative and intuitive controls, and of course, the very bright and balanced light output. The dual charging is cool as well, but I think my favorite part is the holster integration. I love the fact that I can mount this just about anywhere with the included hardware, like my house or my garage or my car, and then I can just quickly grab it and go with a single button press. I mean, you really don't even have to think about it. Now, I think this might be my new favorite flashlight from Olight. But if you're like me, that can always change with the next light I pick up, which could be soon because I have more flashlight tests like this one on the way. So don't forget to use the links in the description below because purchasing through them helps this channel out at no additional cost or effort to you. The support is appreciated. So thanks so much for watching this review. I'll be back soon with another flashlight review and lux test. So until then, consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.